names stand out in the search for the best wireless earphones: Beats and Bose. Both are $149. They share similar specs and design, so how do you decide which one is right for you?
This is Beats X versus Bose SoundSport Wireless.
Let's start with design and durability. The Beats have a flat, thicker wire that connects the earbuds together and come with 3 different tip designs in different sizes.
Bose have a rounded wire and you get one type of wingtip in 3 sizes. Bose claims to be water and sweat resistant, while Beats are not officially labeled as such.
The Beats, honestly, I really like them because they have a little tiny magnet on the bottom, they clip in, they hang around my neck all day, and in the ear they also feel super light when you're wearing them. Just don't make the mistake I made and get the white, because the material is a little bit sticky, so it does attract dirt.
Picks up everything, huh?
Yeah.
So the Bose, by comparison, are a lot larger than the Beats. You know, they stick out of the ear quite a bit. But I did find, like, thanks to these wingtips, like, they never fell out when I was running or biking or doing anything particularly active. So I wasn't afraid that they were going to fall out. There is a clip at the back too, which is super useful. I really liked it because I could just clip it on, and then when I wanted to just drop them down, I didn't have to worry that they would fall off my neck. The remote was positioned really well, and that's something that I didn't like about the Beats, was that I just couldn't naturally find my finger falling on that remote.
But I will say, the clip you mentioned, I don't like the fact that it's not attached to the wire, because I know myself, and give me 2 days and that little clip would have been lost.
Both are Bluetooth headphones that connect to iOS or Android.
The Beats have Apple's W1 chip, designed to pair quickly with newer iOS devices.
Bose has NFC, so you can tap and pair Android phones quickly.
To test the range, we are going to walk out across this soccer field and stop when the signal drops out. Oh, it's a little bit more. Still going. Very jittery. And cut. I didn't quite make it to the halfway line, but I got further than I thought.
We had to do this test multiple times because the results weren't always consistent. In general, the Bose got further, but the sound completely cut out when the signal dropped.
The Beats cut out earlier, but the sound was intermittent, and when I turned around to face the phone, I could actually hear it clearly again, and I got a lot further.
Because most people walk like this anyway.
Totally.
Totally normal.
I'm gonna join her. But I have no music, so...
Both headphones have a remote on the wire to adjust the volume, accept or reject calls, skip tracks, and even summon your assistant.
Text Mum. I'll be home soon. So let's talk about sound quality. Obviously, this is one of the biggest decision points in this comparison. Now, I really like the sound of the Bose. When I compare them to the Beats, these guys sounded a lot more richer. There was a little bit more bass, there was more definition. I could definitely hear different parts of the track. But I have to say, when it comes down to the design, these ones are a little bit more open, so it lets in a lot more exterior noise and sounds, which, you know, is probably safer for certain applications.
I mean, for sure. I think the Beats, just because of the different tips, you can get a lot more sound isolation. You won't have to crank up the volume quite as high. So in that sense, it might not be as rich, but you do get more of the sound itself because you're not listening to ambient noise. Now, if you're out running, I like to hear what's going on around me, because if there's a car coming, for example, you want to be aware of that. And it's at that point, it's a matter of changing up the tips, but I did feel like those let in a little bit more. So, and the balance between the ambient and the music was a little bit better with those.
So I can have a total conversation with you right now, wearing these and playing music, and we would be totally fine.
Here, I would be screaming.
So all in all, the sound from the Bose...
What?
Beats claims 8 hours of battery life, while Bose is 6.
The Beats charge via lightning cable, which works out if you're already an iPhone user. And it's a faster charge. 5 minutes of charging will give you 2 hours of playback.
Compare that to the Bose that charge with micro USB. A 15-minute quick charge gets you only 1 hour of playback time.
So yes, in theory, you can look at this tiny little light indicator to figure out how much battery you have left, but I never want to do that. So I would have to go open the phone and look at the settings to figure out how much battery I had left, which was really annoying. Another annoying part of this was that I never knew when it was paired and when it was not. So sometimes it would drain the battery, and other times it would just shut off on its own, and it was kind of a flip of the coin.
So frustrating. So what I did like about these a lot was that as soon as you turn them on and put them in your ear, it gives you just say, hey, you have 60% battery left. And I'm like, great, I know exactly how much I have.
So simple.
So good. And the other thing is you can also go into the companion app and see that battery level as well. And what you can also do is see that auto power off setting. You can change that. So if you're forgetful like me and you just don't turn them off manually after you've finished your run or whatever, you can set 20 minutes, you can set an hour so you don't come back to it next time and the battery's totally dead.
Lexi, your favorite thing and least favorite thing about the Bose? Go.
Okay, putting me on the spot, but my favorite thing is sound quality. To me, that is the most important thing about a headphone. If it doesn't sound good, I'm not going to wear it, so sound wins for me. And the least favorite thing is the size of it. Like, I didn't honestly feel it until I wore the Beats by comparison, but now I know it's bigger and it feels heavier. Oh, that's my least favorite thing. But what about you?
I will counter that and say that my favorite thing is the design, for sure. I like that I can wear them all day and I don't even notice them because they're so light. My least favorite thing is that they're not as intuitive as I would like. It was a lot of guesswork when they're paired, when they're not paired, how much battery I have left, and I don't feel like guessing.
Yeah, fair point. Well, now it's up to you. We want to know what you think, Beats X or Bose SoundSport Wireless. Let us know in the comments below.
Also, let us know what else you want us to compare right here.